It's that time of the week again. Shachar Peled is here with her segment, Off Screen. Hi, Shachar.
Hi, you did.
What do you have for us? What's 2014
Yes,
holds for us?
it's a year filled with robots and monsters and superheroes and biblical figures. But here's the must-see films of 2014. We start with George Clooney's newest, The Monuments Men, which we already talked about because it was initially supposed to be released in 2013, but pushed to the next year, to 2014, because they needed more time for post-production. This means they lost the possible and maybe probable Oscar nomination, so too bad for them.
Right. Do we know, is it because they wanted more effects in the movie, or because the first cut wasn't very good?
No, it's more effects. It's more computer generated.
At least that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. That's what they released. And well, probably it was needed because giving up a nomination is something serious to do. We know the story: a Monuments Men unit in World War II in Europe, trying to save whatever arts and valuable arts they can. Very much relevant to these days when we find new Picassos and Rembrandts in basements and dark basements in Germany and France. So very important, very interesting, and very relevant. 2014, released in February 7th worldwide. And in March awaits Noah. Russell Crowe trying to cope with the flood. It's been 4 years since we've waited 4 years for Darren Aronofsky to come back to recover from his Black Swan in 2010. Yes, and he's back, and he's already said that he was fascinated with the character of Noah since he was a boy, so he's come with all this energy. There are some problems in the Holy Land, Hollywood, of course. After some test screenings, there have been some, let's say, troubled reactions from audiences, so there's a bit of artistic disputes between Aronofsky and Paramount Productions. He's not used, I think, for being, watched and people looking into his works, but this is a very expensive production. So a bit of
from what I understood,
that
some of the shots there are some of the largest CG shots ever created, with all the animals.
I love the fact that there's not even one single
recognizable animal. Yeah, it's all like
not even one real animal though. Everything is CG, everything is computer generated. I love that. March 20, we look forward to that. Next will be followed in May and April with a lot of superheroes. We have a new X-Men, we have a new Spider-Man, a new Captain America. So Marvel Universe once again dominates.
I am excited about that X-Men. I know that Professor X is coming back.
Yes,
sorry, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Yes, but what is more interesting is Christopher Nolan's comeback.
Oh yeah.
Post-era of Batman. He's back with Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey, and who's on a roll, and Anne Hathaway as wormhole voyagers. I think the whole gravity has paved the way for space
I'm
ventures.
Curious if Christopher Nolan, when he went to see Gravity this year, was he like really excited, or he was holding his head and saying, "What have I gotten myself into now?" Because he has to live up to this.
Well, we don't know much about the production.
We do know.
We do know he took an IMAX camera and put it on the nose cone of a Learjet. So that's going to make some interesting footage there. But it will be released only later in the year, early November. So we have to wait for that.
I think we can say that Nolan's a pretty sure.
Yes, a sure bet. It's going to be a very interesting movie, no doubt. And there's a new Muppets film, but I know that you're most excited about Dumb and Dumber 2, T.O.
It's a classic.
Yes, a classic. Harry and Lloyd are back for the adventure, reprised by Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
And it's been 20 years,
yes,
I think.
Exactly.
This
20 years, exactly this year, 2014, 1994.
How time flies. I'm so old.
Yes, amazing. And if you're part of the fan base, then, well, you are in good company because Jennifer Lawrence apparently is a very big fan.
I always knew that Jennifer and I had
You have some connection there. And she said she might be even having a cameo in this film.
Wow.
Which, by the way, she knows by heart the original one. So something's crazy there. A film, that became a cult. So much to wait for.
Rightly so.
Yeah, rightly so.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us today.